Introduction of risk. Risk refers to uncertainty of achieving expected outcome. There are two types of risk, systematic and unsystematic risk. The general principle risk management includes of identify risk assessment and analysis, plan action, implement, and measure, control and monitor. The types of risk that facing by bank are include of liquidity risk, operational risk, foreign exchange risk, data risk, settlement risk, market risk, reputational risk, country risk, and lastly, interest risk. Next, we have to know about what is definition of interest rate risk. The definition of interest rate risk is a percentage or proportion amount that will be charged to the borrower. Sometimes, if banks want to gain their profit, they will charge to the borrower the high interest rate. Interest rate risk is a systematic risk, which is risk that we can't be diversification and can't be controlled. For example, the Malaysia Bank can borrow the loan from the China Bank. Suddenly, interest rate risk in China increase. Then, it will be risk for the bank in Malaysia because they have to play with the interest rate. Hedging is the ways how we can control and manage the interest rate risk. It is a financial strategy that we can reduce the risk with underlying the assets.
Next, we go to resource of interest rate risk. Resource of interest rate risk, which is repricing risk, yield curve risk, basis risk, and optionality risk. Now, let's start with repricing risk. Repricing risk is the primary and most discussed form of interest rate risk arise from timing difference in the maturity for fixed rate and repricing for floating rates of banking corporation asset, liability, and off-balance sheet position. Next is yield curve risk. Yield curve risk is unanticipated shift of the yield curve have adverse effect on a banking corporation income or economic value. It may shift due to changing relationship between interest rate for different maturities of the same index or market. Next is basis risk. Basis risk is arising from imperfect correlation in the change of interest rate in different financial market or on different instruments with otherwise similar repricing characteristics. Difference in interest rate change can give rise to unexpected change in the cash flow and earning spread between asset, liability, and off-balance sheet instruments of similar maturities of repricing frequencies. Optionality risk arise from the option embedded in many banking corporation asset, liability, and off-balance sheet portfolio. This option provides the holder the right but not the obligation to buy, sell, or in some manner alter the cash flow of the financial instrument. Examples of instruments with embedded options include various types of bond and notes with call or put provision, loan which give borrower the right to prepay balance, and various types of non-maturity deposit instruments which give depositor the right to withdraw funds at any time, often without penalties.
Now we proceed to the effects of the interest rate risk. The first impact is on the value of interest rate risk, the second is to the opportunity cost, and lastly is to the bank's earnings and capital base. The value of interest rate risk where it reflects in the market price. For example, a fixed rate mortgage of 3.5% has a higher value when the market interest rate is 2.5% than a market rate of 5%. Then the opportunity cost. The interest rate risk may cause the bank to be locked into lower rate reimbursement than the market interest rate. For example, and the last one is an excessive interest rate risk can pose a significant threat to bank earnings and capital base. Lastly, the way to mitigate the interest rate risk or firstly match the funding. It allows a regulated entity to match the maturity of its assets and liabilities. Secondly is funding with having embedded options. It allows regulated entities to mitigate exposures of assets with explicit and implicit options, such as mortgage. Next is the hedging using derivative. It allows the regulated entity to mitigate the interest rate risk by changing the its cash flows and economic exposure stemming from the certain change in interest rate. Okay, lastly, the building return earnings. It allows the regulated entity to have a larger capital base to absorb the impact of an adverse interest rate change.